Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at eTrail.com, and today we are looking at our Hollywood Racks Destination 2-bike platform style rack here on our 2017 Ford Fusion. Now this is a really good bike rack if you are looking for something that is super light and pretty affordable, but also allows you to carry around 2 bikes for your adventures. Now one of its features is that it can hold your bike in by this frame mount. So we have it mounted by 2 wheel straps as well as a frame mount which can adjust. It has a 360 positioning, so you can rotate it, turn it around, whatever you need to do to get the best fit on your bike. So when you want to take your bike off, you start by the wheel straps. So press that button and pull this wheel strap up and out of the way. So that's one strap. Then we go over here to the front and get that second strap. Then we go over here to the frame mount, and I recommend holding on to your bike as you do so that it's supported. As you take this strap out, let's pull that out. And then from here, you can then tilt it slightly and then lift it up over the mast. And you are ready to go on a bike ride. With the bike out of the way, let's take a look at the bike rack itself. I like to put the straps back just so they're not flopping around as I drive around. But let's take a quick look. It has this nice rubber lining in here, which allows you to get better grip on your wheel, but also protects your wheel from scuffs and scratches as you drive around. And it also ratchets down to secure your wheel, which is pretty nice. Over here, we already took a look at our frame mount. Let's take a closer one. You have this rubber lining as well on the inside for grip and for protection. You can rotate it. So even if you have an alternate frame bike, like a children's bike or a women's bike or a step-through bike, it fits with that as well. We'll keep that open in order to hold it in place, but let's take some measurements as well. So when you do have a bike rack on the back of your vehicle, there is some length added to it. So let us measure from our back bumper all the way to the end of our bike rack, which is by this reflector. And it sits at 23 3/4 inches, which is awesome. That's actually really short for the ability to carry around 2 bikes. So just keep that in mind when you are backing into your garage or parking into a tight spot. We also have ground clearance here. It has a shank rise. So measuring at the end, it sits at 17.5 inches. Measuring by the shank, it is 9 inches. So that's a pretty good rise. That will really help you with driving around town. If you want to go up a steep incline like a driveway or a hill, you have that ground clearance to work with. Now you can also lower this mast, and to do so, you need to release it. There's a knob right over here that allows you to release this hook that holds it up in place. And with that release, you can then lower it. And what I like to do is secure it with the frame strap that secures it to the bike rack itself. Let's get it into the best position right there. So with that lowered, you can see how there's plenty of space here to open up your rear door without having to worry about bumping into any bikes, and it's a little bit more compact that way. But you can also fold it up, and to do so, you have this pin and clip. So let's take out that clip and take out this pin, which is more of a bolt since you have a knob. And with that out of the way, you can just let that hang as you fold your bike rack up right there. And then secure it with that knob you just took out. There you go, thread that in to secure it, and then secure the bolt itself with that clip. And this is what it looks like with it folded up. Big difference, a lot more compact. Let's take some measurements. Measuring from our back bumper to the end, which is in line with the end of the mast, it is 10.5 inches. Now for closest point, it does depend on how you secure your mast here. I actually have it secured a little bit further out so you can get a tighter fit by pushing things around. But let's take it with it this far out anyways. So we have it from the back bumper to the end of the mast. It's 2.5 inches, still plenty of space. Let's take a check as well. You can also open up your trunk with it folded up, which is awesome. So the way this fits into our hitch is this fits 1.25 inch and 2-inch hitches. We have it here on 1.25 inch. It comes with an anti-rattle bolt as well as a lock in order to secure your bike rack. And if you want to put it on a 2-inch hitch, you can put the sleeve back on. So my final thoughts about this rack is I love how light it is. I love how it allows me to carry around 2 bikes without adding too much length or too much weight to my vehicle. I can also access my trunk with it folded up, which is great. So all in all, I think it really works really well with our car here. That was a look at the Hollywood Racks Destination 2 Bike Rack on our 2017 Ford Fusion.